think that there's a significant chance that Trump is, of course, making up all this stuff, which he is, that Iran agreed to this, Iran agreed to that, which is all nonsense. So that perhaps that in 3 or 4 days, he can say Iran promised all these things, but now they've refused to abide by their commitments, non-existent commitments. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. He's saying that the Iranians have agreed to A, B, C, D, E, and F. And then in 2 or 3 days, he said they promised all these things, which they didn't, but they're not doing them. So what happens next? A military assault. I think that the chances for a renewed U.S. war against Iran are actually quite high. And I think that the language used by Trump, and I may be completely wrong, because Trump says lots of nonsense. And he's constantly contradicting himself. He's constantly making things up. He says something 1 hour and then something completely different the next hour. And I've said repeatedly to people, I do try never to interpret Trump because I can't. I just don't know what goes on in his head.
Probably pretty smart.
But if one was to conclude that there is something behind these texts, it could just be another string of like crazy texts, crazy tweets, or truth social posts. But if it isn't, if they are, let's say for once we take him, say that he has some real strategy lying behind this, I would say that he's trying to make it seem like Iran agreed to something so that later on he can say that Iran refrained from carrying out what it promised to do, thus justifying another war.